Good morning on this beautiful day in July. We are halfway through summer, and I think with that comes a sense of now looking at the fall and all of the uncertainty about the fall and the questions about the fall. I don't know about you, but this past week or so, I really hit a wall. Um, there was always a sense of anyone who's been around me in the last week or so, been at meetings, you know that tears have been very close to the surface. I talked about grief 2 weeks ago in a devotional, but now I'm really been feeling the grief of living through this pandemic and trying to minister during this pandemic. But then 2 days ago, and 2 days ago, I received a wonderful book. It's called Emerge, Blessings and Rituals for Unsheltering. It's brought to us by the United Church of Christ Stillspeaking Writers Group. It's a wonderful group of clergy, the best and the brightest, or the most creative of UCC pastors who write, and they put together devotionals, and we have been using these devotionals here at First Congregational for many years, for Advent and for Lent. Right now, we are using the Rise Up devotional about the spirit of resistance with my Thursday group. So I've really enjoyed these various writers, and this booklet, this devotional, came exactly at the right time for my spirit. And so I'm going to share two devotionals. They have to do with church life. And so maybe in future weeks I'll share some that have more to do with how to live during the pandemic. But these are two that I want to share with you today because they really spoke to my heart. The first is Prayer for Worship Leaders, Wondering if People Will Come Back. Great Maker, we've adopted, pivoted, leapfrogged our way to virtual church. We're down to under 10 glitches a Sunday. People love it, and I do too. Those old couples cuddling and peering into the screen, those Zoom bombing 6-year-olds making silly faces. There's the gift in this brave new church. In some ways, we are closer to each other, closer to you, and more creative as a people. Yet still I fear the cursed cursor, the tech tribulations, the pixelated watchers. How can people be so late, even to online church? I dance faster and brainstorm better and edit longer, trying to make all things new every week so that they don't get bored. What if they wander off after a more fetching online community? What if they forget their longing to be bodies in space together, the beauty and power of Christ incarnate? What if, when all this is over, they are still afraid to come back? What if this is it? Remind me again that where two or more are gathered in your name, you are among us. You make the faith new in every generation, and you are not done with us yet. Remind me when I go overboard with new production development that there is power too in repetition and familiarity. Great Maker, you rested on the seventh day, and I can too. That was written by Molly Baskett. She's a pastor in Berkeley, California. And one more. This is by Mary Ludy. We cannot touch just now, not yet. We cannot shake, embrace, slap each other on the back or kiss, not yet. We cannot move around the space, up and down the aisles, jostling each other, tripping over kids, reaching down the pew to greet the elderly gent who can't get up, scan for the couple who came last week, hope this rancorous time will go on, or pray that it won't and the organist will cut it off with the intro to the next hymn. We can't, not yet. But the peace that passes understanding is not like a virus. It doesn't need contact to infect. It's like the spirit and the wind. It goes wherever it wills, wherever we send it. Through webs and nets and wires, it Googles and zooms to everyone whose heart needs peace. And to every place there is no peace. And we share it now. The peace of Christ be with you, and also with you. Let this bring us peace today. Amen.